Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with another transfer roundup. Obviously, now it looks like we know who the player is linked with Chelsea, who they are looking to buy, and we have our medical set for Ian Maatsen. Hopefully, that will be confirmed very soon. And also, another Villa Academy player is confirmed as being a Toffee. So let's get into it. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help us on the road to 5K. We're moving into 4,200 subscribers plus. So we want to hit 5K as soon as possible. So like, subscribe, and get your comments in below on your thoughts on these latest transfer rumors and transfer almost confirmations. So today, we already knew that there was a player from Aston Villa's academy that Chelsea were looking to sign, and there was rumours abound that it could have been Kane Kessler-Hayden, it could have been Rory Wilson, who I personally thought it was going to be, could have even been someone like Jacob Ramsey, but it actually turned out it was Amari Kellyman, and it looks like Aston Villa value him at around about £20 million, and as reports are now, it looks like it's actually been agreed. 19 to 20 million pound deal for Aston Villa teenager Amari Kellyman. And yeah, obviously England and under 19 international has made 6 first team appearances for Villa last season, mainly in the Conference League, but did appear a couple of times in the Premier League. And I guess it's one of those where I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, I really want to see young players come through at Aston Villa and come through into the first team. And it was great to see him make some first team appearances last year. And you could see when he went into the under 18s and under 21s, he was obviously, much better than the standard at that level, and was first team worthy and first team squad worthy. However, it's also important to know that that's what the academy is there for. You bring through players from young age groups, and then you sell them off on for profit, and that's exactly what we're looking to do with this player. 19-20 million deal. I'm sure there will be various clauses in it. I'm sure we won't be getting that money up front, maybe something like 10 million up front, and then various other clauses once he hits a certain number of appearances, etc. We'll start to get extra money. I did mention buyback clause and sell-on clauses. Buyback clause very doubtful, as people rightly said to me. Chelsea probably aren't going to do something like that. They're a big club, they're not going to do something like that. But maybe a sell-on clause, something like that, if he does go on to bigger and better things, in terms of them looking to sell him on. So that could be put in there. And then obviously we've got the profit and sustainability rules, and it was reported that we needed to raise around £58 million. So this pure profit 20 million deal on the books, and then obviously you can amortize that over a number of years. It obviously makes much more sense. And as we're seeing now, the build-up of these transfers is going to hopefully put us in the clear, actually more into credit, going into July and being able to spend money, and then maybe sell 1 or 2 other players that sets us up without having to skate on this thin ice moving into next year. So yeah, a good deal, I think, in terms of the finances, and obviously in terms of the rules. A shame we're losing a promising player in Kellyman, because it would be good to see him potentially progress into the first team at Aston Villa. We're obviously not going to see that now, and maybe he can push on for Chelsea. We've seen Chukwuemeka make appearances this season. Obviously had an injury hit season, but maybe he's going to push on, and maybe Kellerman's looked at that and thought, well, okay, if I can get 10, 15 Premier League games or something and challenge, then that might be the option. I suspect he'll probably go out on loan, but we'll wait and see. So all the best to you, Amari. If you do confirm the move, it looks like it's been done. And yes, as I say, it's one of those where the academy, that's what we're going to do. If we can generate that money, 20, 30 million every season from the academy, that's obviously great on profit and sustainability. It's great for the academy in terms of investment and bringing players through and putting that money back in. And obviously, it means that we can sign players for our first team. So yeah, we've got to get out of this kind of mentality where we're really gutted about losing these type of players. As disappointing as it potentially is, this is what the academy is there for. And if it means that we can improve the first team, if it means that we enhance our reputation of our academy and keep bringing these players through and sell a consistent 20-30 million pound of worth of player every season, then that's more for the better. Now, in terms of incomings, Ian Maatsen is looking very, very good now. We've obviously agreed the fee around 37.5 million, and he is now agreed personal terms. Everything has been agreed on that side of things. I think it's like a 5-year fixed contract on that, and then an option for another year. And now apparently Chelsea have given the green light for him to have the medical and everything at the Holland training camp at the Euro 2024. So I'd imagine if everything goes through like that properly, he could be announced tomorrow or Monday. So that would be really nice, and that would give us a really good option at left back, moving into attacking areas as well, and also can play into midfield and step into midfield. So really comfortable on the ball, really good signing, really promising player, and as I've said before, Champions League experience, etc., etc. So yes, excellent signing in my opinion for Aston Villa. And we're going to be doing a show with Gareth coming up in the next few days, just profiling him and one or two other players that are coming into Villa to see what they are going to bring. So make sure you look out for that show. Finally, Tim Iroegbunam is officially a Toffee after signing for Everton. Looks again like a £9 million deal. Really good for him. Maybe he can start pushing for a first team spot there and continue his career. He sent a really nice message on Instagram thanking Villa and thanking the fans for his 3 really good years at the club. Obviously made first team appearances, went out on loan at QPR as well and did really well initially there, then had a bit of an injury and didn't quite end as well as he wanted it to, but made first team appearances last season as well, and shown that he has what it takes and can be capable of really producing consistent performances. He just needs maybe a run of games. So hopefully he gets that at Everton. Maybe he goes out on loan as well to a top championship club or something like that. But it's one of those, again, for profit and sustainability that makes sense. And it looks like Lewis Dobbin is coming the other direction from Everton. Again, satisfying the profit and sustainability rules. Maybe he thinks he needs a fresh start. Maybe we can send him out on loan as well, or maybe he can challenge for the first team. But interesting to see what happens with him. Maybe it's a similar profile to a Morgan Rogers. Or apart from that, though, I can't see where Unai Emery would have seen too much of him. But maybe he fits the profile. Maybe he fits the strategy that they're looking to operate. So again, if he comes in, all the best to him. Let's keep pushing. Let's let him challenge for the first team, and then if we can put him out on loan, get his experience up, then maybe we go for that. So that should be announced as well in a couple of days, and things moving really, really well in the Douglas Luiz, Enzo Barrenechea, and Sam Illing Jr. Transfer. So I don't really want to talk too much on that. Let's just get that announced. We should be able to push that through. I think it's now looking at 30 million that we're going to get, and obviously those 2 players. So all in all, that's around 60 million in terms of transfer fees that we're going to be able to write off. So not too bad at all. Maybe even more, because we obviously value Douglas Luiz at 65 million, so we're probably looking at close to 80. So that should get us well into the green in terms of profit and sustainability. We've obviously signed Ian Maatsen as well, which we're going to transfer, schedule the payments over a certain number of years as well. So that covers that. And then hopefully from July, we can maybe see 1 or 2 bigger names coming in, while also getting rid of some of the additional players that we have on our books. So yeah, still lots to do. Looking very positive. Monchi doing his magic. Unai Emery hopefully getting the players in that he wants, and we keep moving forward. So thank you everyone for watching. Get your comments in. As I say, your thoughts on Kellyman, your thoughts on these deals coming through, your thoughts on Ian Maatsen, etc., etc. I'm also going to be doing a show with AVFC Academy, who that's his name is Academy AVFC, sorry, on X. Really good interview with him last month. We're going to be doing a monthly show, but obviously with Kellyman moving on, with Tim Iroegbunam moving on, maybe one or two others in the academy moving on, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get his inside track on what is happening with the younger players at Aston Villa. So make sure you keep tuned to the channel. Make sure you check out that show as soon as it comes. And we've also got our fans forum. We're going to bring it forward Sunday night. Get your questions in, get your comments in. Loads to come on the channel. There's so much to talk about, so make sure you stay tuned and don't miss out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help us on the road to 5K. Thank you all for watching, and as always, remember, we all follow the Villa.